Man he's talking about, of course, is Camacho, Hector Macho Camacho. Well, that really was something of a turn-up there. Incidentally, 2 judges had Mancini slightly ahead and 1 had Bramble with the advantage. Mancini didn't make it to the press conference but went straight to hospital with a broken nose. Now, the other world title fight saw Johnny Bumpus defending his WBA light welterweight crown against fellow American Gene Hatcher, and we'll show you that at 3:30. Now let's look ahead to the rest of today's show. Well, they're off in a little over 10 minutes at Newmarket, from where Jim McGrath introduces 3 races and Derek Thompson has 3 more for us at Thirsk. That will complete an ITV6. We can share the thrills of the Indianapolis 500 with the 400,000 people crammed into that famous raceway. The highlight of this 200-mile-an-hour event is at 5 minutes to 3. Steve Gray and Johnny Kidd top today's wrestling bill, and their encounter is an all-action affair. Alan Dennison and beautifully Bonnie Barnes are also featured at about 4 o'clock. And, by the way, we can offer you an athletics report from the Southern Counties Championships at Crystal Palace at 3:45. Seb Coe runs in the 1500 metres, and Daley Thompson is also in action. I've got some soccer news for you, and Rangers defender Colin McAdams suffered a double leg fracture as the Scottish club lost 3-2 to Australia in Sydney. McAdams' injury just 16 minutes after he'd gone on as a substitute is the second tour blow to Rangers. Last week, Bobby Williamson broke a leg in an accident at the team's hotel. By the way, it was Ali McCoist who scored both the Rangers goals. And Alan Harris has resigned as assistant manager of Queen's Park Rangers and is joining Terry Venables at Barcelona, where he will again act as deputy to his lifelong friend. Harris said today, "I've had a terrific offer. I've always been with Terry since I was a kid, and we've enjoyed a successful partnership." Well, after the break, it's racing with today's ITV6, but before that, a look ahead to next week's derby, and that is in a couple of minutes.
Think of this as information. It could be your company's single most important resource. ICL will help you harness the power of the computer to get your hands on that information. ICL will help you extract from a mass of data exactly what you need. Then ICL's distributed systems will help you pass that information from person to person. ICL will help you put the right information into the hands of the right people just when they need it. ICL. We should be talking to each other.
Last year, the AA dealt with 1 million more calls than any other motoring organisation. In fact, they attended, on average, a breakdown every 14 seconds. Which could mean around 6,000 motorists a day are convinced that joining the world's largest motoring organisation was about the best thing they ever did. Join the AA. It's great to know you belong.
Here, George.
Yes?
Every coat of this Santex reminds me of you.
Because it's tough and good looking, I suppose.
No, because it's 50% thicker. Near enough.
Yes, that's very funny.
50% thicker. Get it?
All right, I will get it.
Very funny.
If Santex wasn't so thick, it wouldn't last so long. If a job is worth doing, Santex.
Looking for a new 4 or 5 door car, around 1.6 litres and under £6,000? There's quite a choice. But if you want front-wheel drive, 5 gears and power steering, there's only 2. This Series 2 Talbot Solara for just 5,695, and this Alpine for just 5,845. And until June 30th, number plates, 6 months road tax and delivery are absolutely free. Courtesy of your Peugeot Talbot dealer.
Hello, I'm Thompson. I know all about your neighbourhood. It's all in your Thompson local directory. Need a plumber? Ask Thompson. A hi-fi shop you can just plug into? Ask Thompson. In your Thompson local directory, nothing's more than a few miles away. So, when you want a DIY shop that's really handy, man, ask Thompson. For the local answer, ask Thompson.
Shouldn't your building society give you more than just interest?
such as a discount card that'll cut down all kinds of bills. The Leicester card can shave 10% off some fitted kitchens, the odd haircut, and even some building costs. In fact, this free discount card will cut bills down to size in 11,000 places throughout the country. It all adds up to more. From the Leicester.
I'll take away your breakaway. Don't take away my breakaways.
Well, welcome back to racing now. This morning saw the penultimate declaration stage for next week's Epsom Derby. 22 runners have been left in, and those and the latest betting come from John Tyrrell.
Number 1, Alphabetum, is at 6 to 1. Number 2, at Tallack, 100 to 1. Number 3, Cataldi, 200 to 1. Number 4, Claude Monet, 20 to 1. Number 5, Cragen Score, 50 to 1. Number 6, Tahar, 14 to 1. Number 7, Electrical Wind, 66 to 1. Number 8, Elegant Air, 40 to 1. Number 9, El Gran Senor, the 6 to 4 on favourite. Number 10, Executive Pride, 33 to 1. Number 11, Head for Heights, not yet a certain runner and therefore not yet quoted. Number 12, Ilium, 14 to 1. Number 13, K2, 12 to 1. 14, Long Pond, 100 to 1. 15, Mighty Flutter, 66 to 1. 16, My Vulgar Boatman, 33 to 1. 17, Northern Fred, 66 to 1. 18, Pigwidgeon, 100 to 1. 19, Sassanoko, 500 to 1. 20, Secreto, 20 to 1. 21, Share Heights, 100 to 1. And number 22, Telios, 66 to 1. 22 runners.
Now, the Derby looks like having one of the hottest favourites in living memory, El Gran Senor, of course. He's already a winner of the 2,000 guineas over a mile, but how will he cope with the extra 4 furlongs at Epsom? Bruff Scott reports.
By Wednesday afternoon, this could be £40 million worth of racehorse. Yet El Gran Senor is as relaxed off the course as he is on it. Indeed, it's this lovely, easy, flowing stride which could be the vital asset to help El Gran Senor stay the 1.5 miles of the Derby trip. Remember, his pedigree doesn't guarantee the stamina, and he has never, either in public or in private, run further than a mile. But when he did, here in the 2,000 guineas, he looked like one of the best we'd ever seen.
The 4-horse race is developing into a 5-horse race as Lear Fan is joined on the rails by Chief Singer on the outside by El Gran Senor. Keane is beaten, Rainquest is beaten, they've got a furlong to go. It's El Gran Senor and Chief Singer. The race developing into a match between these two. El Gran Senor from Chief Singer. El Gran Senor lengthening his stride, coming away from Chief Singer. El Gran Senor's going to win it. El Gran Senor clear at the line. El Gran Senor is the winner.
So El Gran Senor and Pat Eddery returned in triumph at Newmarket. But it's the Derby at Epsom which is the big prize ahead, and the great test for his trainer, the legendary Vincent O'Brien, already 6 times an Epsom winner. Can the colt be compared to O'Brien's other greats, Dzyinski and Saraiva?
Oh, up to a mile, yes. I mean, he hasn't gone beyond a mile yet, so we'll have to wait and see. I mean, both the other horses won at 1.5 miles.
El Gran Senor may have to wait for his acclamation, but O'Brien has already won plenty. Owner Robert Sangster thinks that Vincent is the master of them all.
We've got the best trainer in the world, Vincent O'Brien, and the best judge of a horse and the best judge of pedigree, Vincent is. Nobody can sort of compete with the build-up that we've got.
And winning the Derby isn't just about the prize money.
We had a bid in already in the $80 million mark for El Gran Senor, providing he wins the Derby.
So can El Gran Senor do it? If he can, that 1.5 miles at Epsom on Wednesday could be worth £200,000 a stride.
It's a mind-blowing fact, isn't it? Well, the ever-ready Derby is exclusive to us, and you can see it on ITV or Channel 4 on Wednesday next. Today we have 3 races from Newmarket and 3 from Thirsk. It's an ITV6 introduced by Jim McGrath and Derek Thompson, and it's with Derek that we start at Thirsk.
Thanks, Dickie. Good afternoon. Bit of a grey day here at Thirst today. It was dry and mild until a few moments ago. It's still mild, but not so dry. In fact, it started spitting, a little drizzle. Nothing to worry about, but just a little drizzle coming down at the moment. The going remains good to firm. Here's the card. Well, at 1:45...